welcome back to my channel. So a few days ago I put a Q&A up on YouTube and we've had quite a lot of questions. Obviously we can't answer every single one because the video would be too long. However, my co-pilot has got a selection of questions that we're going to answer, and the ideal opportunity now is to do it while we're driving back from bingo. So this is purely Q&A, and go with question one, Michelle.
Question one from Lucy. What is the key to a happy relationship?
Being the boss.
Being the boss.
Do as you're told, mate.
Don't go to sleep on an argument.
Oh, I always go to sleep on arguments.
No.
Always.
I hate going to sleep on an argument. I can't sleep.
And I hold the best grudges ever. Ever.
I think it's just laughing lots together and just being daft together.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Key to a good relationship, though. I don't know. I've been with Warren for so long. It's like 33 years, I think, this year.
Yeah.
We're just like...
Get less murder.
You would. We're just like stuck with each other until one of us pegs it.
Oh.
Can't see me being with anyone else.
Yeah, but you pair are cute together, though. I've seen the way he looks at you, and it's just like,
Oh,
so cute.
he probably looks at me thinking, oh, I should hurry up and bugger off.
Never in a million years.
Old Wazza. It's good. He's a good old lad.
Lover was her. So next up from Michelle Pierce, how do you deal with negative people on your channel?
Oh, negative people do not bother me one bit. The hate does not bother me one bit, because I just think you sad people. And if you take the time to write a negative comment, all it will do is get you hidden from my channel.
And boost your algorithms.
Yeah, boost my algorithms. Negative people don't bother me. When I first started YouTube and I had the first couple of negative comments, I was a bit like, oh.
Yeah.
Oh. But now it goes over my head.
No, I've had a couple people
if they're taking the time to watch my video to comment horrible crap, then I'm earning a few pence from them watching. So carry on.
Yeah.
Carry on. But no, negative people, you get them everywhere on social media. People, one thing I do think that's wrong is people say, oh, you put yourself out there, you should expect it. Why should you expect it?
No.
Why should people write horrible things about you and you just have to say, oh, well, I'm on social media, I'll accept that?
It's
No.
not okay.
Sorry, bugger off. But if you think you're going to bring me down with your negative comments, you're not. So you're wasting your time.
Yeah.
So dealing with negativity is not
Block it
here nor
out.
there. Sodom.
Yes.
And what I don't agree with on YouTube, though, is you can hide someone from your channel so they can't comment and stuff, but you can't totally block them like you can on Facebook and stuff.
Yeah.
Which is annoying because, oh, there's a few out there I'd block, no problem. You've had a couple of negative comments, but
Yeah.
I've told you, and you agree, is just they're saddos. Let them go over your head.
Yeah, exactly. Life's too short to worry about somebody that doesn't
Know
really
you.
know you.
And they see snippets of your life that you
Yeah.
want to show them. They see nothing else.
100%.
Right,
So,
next.
what is your biggest regret in life?
Getting fat.
I don't know. Mine is
My
probably
biggest regret is getting fat.
mine is not being a tour rep that I wanted to be when I left school. Because when I was in college at school, I could either go leisure and tourism or I could go hair and beauty. I wanted to do hair and beauty, and probably now looking back, I'd quite like to do hair and beauty, and that's why I'm doing my makeup artist diploma.
When I did hair, I didn't do the beauty part. I just did hair.
Yeah.
And the reason I did hair was because I wanted to be a midwife, and I needed too many qualifications to be a midwife. So I took the lazy route and said, I'll be a hairdresser. Qualified to be a hairdresser, met Warren, never done it again.
There you go.
Waste of time.
Some things are just meant to be.
They are.
Absolutely. So next up, that one was from Claire. So next up's from Nicola. Where do you see yourself in 10 years?
In 10 years' time, I see myself exactly in the same place. I see myself in the same house, although I'd like to move to bungalow. I see myself thinner. I definitely see myself thinner.
Yeah.
I don't see myself skinny. I don't think I'll ever be skinny. I see myself thinner. I do see myself still following Grow
Yeah.
in 10 years.
I agree.
Or
I think
similar.
it's weird, isn't it? Because Grow's got in my head. properly got into my head somehow, and I definitely, I think I'm gonna be. Well,
It's
I'm
in my
100%
head
gonna
when
be
I'm
at Target.
good.
Yeah, I'm gonna say in 10 years I'm definitely gonna be at Target, and I've been at Target for quite a while.
Oh God, yeah. I'd like to think I'd be in Target in 10 years. But then there's me, look, I said I wasn't going to be fat and 40, and 10 years has gone on, and I'm fat and 50. What's going on there then?
Well, you're going to be fabulous at 60. Sexy at 60, buddy.
60, yeah. I'll either be that or I'll be in my coffin in 10 years, one or the other.
You'll still be here. Me in 10 years, I think nothing's going to change, like house-wise or like life-wise, because everything's great.
You might get married within the next 10 years.
Oh.
Never know.
Yeah, maybe one day. Never.
You're going to Vegas next year, you never know. You could top stop at the chapel.
Oh, no, Gary definitely won't. So, moving on. Jessica Brereton. Lovely Jessica Brereton. Hey, Jess. How do you keep motivated when losing weight?
I think me personally, vlogging my meals keeps me going, because it's a bit like, oh well, I've got a video. I've got a video of what I'm eating, so I better be good.
Yeah, it's like an extra accountability, isn't it?
Yeah, it's like, well, I'll do. I think vlogging helps me. Nothing really keeps me motivated, to be honest, other than that.
Yeah,
because it's I don't know. So I think it's a hard one to be motivated, because losing weight is flipping a mind game. And I always say, if it's not up here, don't bother dieting, because you ain't going to do it.
Not at all. And
as much as you tell yourself you need to diet or you've got to be good that day, if your mindset's not there, you're not going to do it.
Not at all. And I think mine is probably partly because I want to cheer you on, obviously for my own adventure as well, because it's not a journey, it's an adventure, this. But I think being accountable and being on videos with you is probably something that's making me more rigid than I have.
Because you think every Saturday, oh God, I've got to do a video, better be good.
And it sort of gets in your head through the week as well. So I think that's probably, and also having a goal as well. Like my goal originally was to lose 5 stone to get my knee replacement, and now that I don't need my knee replacement just yet, I think it's probably
it's a zip wire now.
Zip wire is probably my next thing, but I want to get my 5 stone off to start with, and I'm well over 2.5 stone over now. So I think it's just having a little goal to aim towards.
Yeah.
Before thinking about the big goals. So, what are our hobbies and favourite music from Tina Lodge?
Well, hobbies. My favourite hobby is eating. No, I don't. I don't really have any hobbies. I'm too busy for hobbies. I do like baking. Would you class that as a hobby?
Yes.
I like to bake. You
bake amazing stuff, and I always used to love when we went to Slimming World back in the day. I used to love tasters, because you'd always turn up with a good taster plate.
Oh, I could make some good stuff out of cottage cheese. Let me tell you.
My hobbies is I'm going back to choir back in September. Also, just being out and about with Gary and the dog. My little makeup thing is my little like hobby as well. And playing Dreamlight Valley, which I've got a question about Dreamlight Valley coming up.
I was somebody asked a question about that, didn't they?
Yeah.
Music wise, I like the 80s music. I'm not really into music, but I do absolutely love Pink.
I love Pink.
I love her look, I love her music, I love everything. I'd like to be Pink, to be honest.
I'm seeing her in a couple of weeks. I managed to blag a ticket from my friend.
If I could transport myself into anyone's body, it would be hers.
Oh yeah, she's just amazing. She's so strong and just she's got a great build on her. But yeah, I like all sorts of music, from like metal, like AC/DC to
you like that too?
Yeah, I love rock. Like 80s, I love, obviously Take That, massive fan. I've seen them 13 times now. Pink I've seen 4 times, this is going to be my 5th time. I love live music. Foo Fighters I love. My playlist is probably the most random playlist that you'll ever hear, because it's got everything from like Billy Ocean.
I tell you what I liked in the day is Madonna in her day. I don't like her now.
No, she's proper weird.
But I remember like being a teenager with the old, you know, Papa Don't Preach.
Oh
and,
yeah,
and Kylie.
when Like a Virgin come out, that was like proper life changing, like changing the face of music really. But Madonna, I've seen her twice now, and both times I weren't that fussed on. But Kylie,
Kylie's good.
I've seen a couple of times live, and I was at Hyde Park when Jason Donovan rocks up on his bike at Radio 2, and he went up and started singing with her, and I was like, oh my god, this is the best day of my life. But yeah, take that, Robbie Williams, rock, dance. I like dance as well, like proper.
I used to love having loud music on in the car when I was younger, and it'd be like, you know, when you go down the street and it's going.
Yes, I did that last week.
One of the days of that now. I'm sensible.
Faithless Insomnia was on the radio as I was driving into Cardiff, and I was like,
you blasted it up.
I proper blasted it. I was like in my little course, and I was like, yeah, I'm living my best life right now. This is what I've always wanted to do.
Right,
next up, from Helen Ball, what do you feel is the biggest benefit from losing weight, apart from your knee replacement?
The biggest benefit from losing weight is obviously my knees.
Yes.
But it'll be potentially that I'm around longer for the kids.
Yep.
And my husband. And of course my mother, but obviously she's getting older now. You don't live forever, I know.
No, definitely not.
But my knees, but apart from my knees, it's just to be around for the kids, because they're still young. They're only like 11, 12. God, I must have been bored back then.
No telly.
No telly. They say to me when I go for appointments, oh, was your telly broken? So I was literally home 6 weeks pregnant, straight away type of thing.
That's mental, isn't it?
Jackson was 6 weeks old, and I was up the duff again, up the snuff. But my undercarriage was in taxi, so I had cesarean. So I was fine. They all came out the sunroof.
Hey. So my biggest benefit from losing weight is just carrying on doing what I'm doing, and just not needing my knee replacement as quickly as what I thought I might need it.
And you're potentially in, what you call it, prolong making your life longer.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think it's just going to be better just being able to walk further with Belle, and all, because obviously I'm already starting to see the benefit of that, like taking her out for walks and stuff.
I'd like to be able to go into Cardiff and shop for the day.
Come on then.
I can't.
Just get a wiggle on, pal. Let's go.
Maybe when I'm thinner I can do it, but I can't do it at the moment.
Our time will come. So Karen, so we've got a question each next.
Go on in.
I can't remember who they're from, but what is your favourite gadget?
Oh, it's got to be my Thermomix. Sorry, Ninja.
You've cheated on Ninja.
I've cheated on you. My favourite gadget. Oh, red blue lights coming up behind us. My favourite gadget is 110% my Thermomix.
Yes. This week.
It just does everything apart from cook. Do you know what I mean?
Until the next gadget.
Oh, I say it doesn't cook. It does cook. You can make a curry and that in it, but it doesn't like air fry.
No.
Stuff like that. But no, my favourite gadget is my Thermomix, without a doubt.
Definitely.
And if you can afford one, guys, get one.
Get involved.
I love it.
Mine is Dreamlight Valley. So I've got a question from the same person. What Dreamlight Valley character is my favourite, and who do I want adding? So my favourite is Minnie Mouse, because I love her. She's probably cute when she's walking around. And who I'd love to see added would be Cinderella, because I think that would be a really cool story, like adding Cinderella in and then having like the mice and then making the dress and all that sort of stuff. So you can make like storyline out.
Can I just say, I haven't got a clue what you're on about.
The people that are watching,
it's a video game though, obviously.
Yeah. But yeah, that would be Cinderella, because she's my favourite princess. Right, both of us.
Yeah.
What are our guilty pleasures? Watching Benidorm. It's so cheesy, but I love it.
I don't know what mine is. I think my guilty pleasure is, right, and this sounds really random, but I love watching. Warren always says to me, "Why the hell are you watching that?" I love watching My £600 Life.
Yeah.
And that's really like, why are you watching that? And I love watching programs. Warren's always like, turn that over. You know, like you get benefit cheats and programs called like Scroungers on the Run and all stuff like that. I like watching them. And Warren always says, "Why do you watch that stuff?" He said, "Is it to make you feel better about your own life?" And I was like, "I don't know."
And my other secret pleasure is anything wedding related. So say yes to the dress.
I was on that.
You were on that. That's why we're friends.
If you don't know, I was on Say Yes to the Dress with my friend Sarah with Gok Wan. Is that how you say it?
Gok, yeah.
With Gok. It's on YouTube actually.
Yes.
Just look for Gok Wan.
Famous friends.
I was on there with my long flowing blonde hair.
Back in
the day.
But yeah, that's one of my all the wedding programs. I love them all. What has been? This is from Liz. What is your favourite hairstyle you've ever had? Mine's easy. Mine's permed bob. I loved it, and I'm considering growing my hair and going back to a bob.
The permed bob.
Permed bob. I loved it.
I think mine is when I had it really, really long because I could wear it up on a scruffy bun, and I used to like that.
Your scruffy bun rocked.
My scruffy bun. Yeah, I think that's it.
Yeah.
Because my hair was like down to the bottom of my back.
It was proper long.
It wasn't in the best condition.
No.
But it was really long.
Cool. Right, here's another one. This is going deep now.
Oh.
It was nice seeing your mum together. Most people don't realise the mental load of caring for somebody with mum's condition.
Yeah.
You saw a vlog where dad's mum called you a bitch. Was she always abusive?
I don't know, I don't really remember. I didn't like her. I didn't have many grandparents because my granddad was already dead when I was born. My mum's mum and dad, I think I was quite young when they passed away. I think I was about 8 or 9 when my grandmother passed away, but I got memories of her and she was lovely. My granddad was absolutely lovely, and he passed away when I was like a teenager. So I never knew my granddad on the other side. It was only my gran, but the best way to explain her was a witch. We clashed, we didn't get on, and my dad's side of the family, none of them I like, and that's the truth. You know me, I tell the truth.
But you've got the rest of the family.
They're all a bunch of bar stools.
But you've got the other side of the family, so all's good.
Yeah, the other side of the family. The ones that are in Scotland are absolutely fab. Love them. I wish I'd lived nearer to them.
That's good.
And yeah, but my dad's side of the family is... And my auntie's still alive, my dad's sister.
Yeah.
But the annoying thing is my sister's really in with them and that, and I don't know, but yeah, we don't bother. She wasn't much of a grandmother to me, and she's well, as horrible as it sounds, she was no loss to me.
Exactly.
So yes,
there we are. That's that one. So one for me next.
Yeah.
How did I meet my partner? So Gary's been my partner for 18 and a half years. I'm getting all mushy now.
Oh, behave.
I know. I'm getting soft in my old age. He is my absolute best mate.
Excuse me?
I
thought I was your best mate. Yeah, so he's your absolute best mate.
And he still makes my tummy go wobbly even now when I think about him. Not that I want to puke, but like, I just...
You get butterflies in that, Jen?
Yeah, still get butterflies.
Wait until you get to 32 years. Don't get them anymore.
And we met when we were working together at the AA, as in the car breakdown people. He came on my team. I thought it was really miserable. And we went to an awards do in London.
Yeah.
Got really drunk. Nothing happened. We were just mates.
Yeah.
And he came back as we were about to go onto the train. He came back with a bottle of Diet Coke, and you know how obsessed I am with Diet Coke.
Yeah.
Come over with a bottle of Diet Coke. He was like, "This is for you," and I was like, "Thanks, mate." And I was like, "Do you know what? You're actually not as miserable as I thought you were."
Yeah.
And then flirty bants, and the rest is history, so to speak. Yeah, he's.
How long were you together before you moved in together?
Not very long. I moved up here and bought my house within the space of a few months, because I was in the process of selling my house down in Snathen, and wanted to find another house, and saw the house, and my house now is my house for life, really.
Yeah.
It's just great. It is. And yeah, so we were together a few months, I bought my house, then he moved in a few months after. So
I moved in with Warren after about 2 weeks. I
did
thought,
you?
I thought, you're not getting away from me, mate.
Too right.
No, we got engaged and together really quick.
Oh.
Then took 13 years to get married.
So
Okay.
next question.
Yeah, next question.
Next question is from Jennifer. Do we have a bucket list? What's on it, and what have we achieved any of it?
Personally, I don't have a bucket list.
I do.
I don't have one. Never made one. Haven't got one. What a bore ass, eh? Over to you, love.
So my bucket list, there's been loads that have been on it. Going to Disney in Orlando. My ultimate bucket list is to visit every single Disney castle at some point. And my other bucket list is I wanted to do the Grand Canyon, which I did do.
Yeah.
Flew over the Grand Canyon in a light aircraft. Thought I was going to die plenty of times, but it was amazing. What's next on my bucket list is I want to do the zip wire in Vegas,
Which we're going to do.
Which I am going to do. And I don't know. Yeah, I suppose it's just that's been my bucket list so far. Yeah.
Is that it?
Yeah, that is.
Next question.
Next up, how did we meet each other?
How did we meet each other?
And how did you meet? Oh yeah, well, there's like 3 questions on here. So how did we meet each other?
We met in the queue at Slimming World.
Slimming World, massive. Whoop whoop.
Do you know,
Church
I've
beach.
met most of my good friends at Slimming
Yeah.
World. That's the only thing I can thank them for.
Yeah. Yeah. So I think that was how we become friends, and then we kept in touch on the Facebook group.
Yeah.
And then we just ended up having each other, and then just chatting crap to each other.
And thought, we like each other.
Yeah, we thought we were right. Do we live close to each other?
Yeah, not bad.
Yeah.
What's it? 8 minutes?
8 minutes.
8 minute drive?
8 minutes between us.
Yeah, not far.
And have we ever worked together?
No.
No. Can you imagine us working together? That'd be pretty
I
funny.
wouldn't get much work done.
No. Do I? So this is also Lucy's put like loads of questions on here. There's a question for me as well. Do I have any pets or kids? Are you going to your house or my house, or are we just going on?
I got to mine.
We're going on a
Going on
road
the
trip.
motorway.
Anyhow, do I have any kids or pets? I don't have kids. Love my nieces absolutely to the moon and back. And do I have pets? Yes, I have one pet, which is Belle, my little dog. My little crazy loon pup.
Crazy girl.
Yes.
Crazy girl Belle.
Crazy dog. She's
She's
not
a bit frisky at the moment. She's hump happy.
Yeah, she's like Humpasaurus.
Humpasaurus.
And next up then from Andy, who would be our perfect dinner date?
Perfect dinner date.
Mine would be dead, and this is dead or alive. I think dead would be Freddie Mercury. I would love to sit down and just have a chat with Freddie Mercury because he's just amazing. He's like my hero.
Do you know my perfect dinner date?
Yeah.
Would be Warren.
Oh, just a night for you two without the kids.
Yeah, I have never had a night away since the kids were born with Warren.
Warren, sort your shizzle out.
We've not been able to leave the kids, and I can't leave them with my mother.
Auntie Shell will look after them.
I can't leave them. I mean, I could technically leave them now because Mackenzie's old enough to look after them, but I know that we wouldn't come back to much of a house. They would be fighting and arguing.
Leave Mackenzie on his own. I'll take the younger two up to mine. Be fine.
They'll drive you nuts. You'll be like, oh, when's she coming home?
Yeah, if you want a date night, let me know.
My dinner date would be me and Warren.
Oh, that's probably cute. So next up, where do we find the recipes that we cook? Pinch of nom, I use loads. TikTok I've started using a bit of. Yeah, I think a lot of it's like reels and stuff like that I've started picking up.
My go-to place if I want a recipe is TikTok every time.
Yeah.
It's absolutely amazing. So say you go in the fridge and you've got some chicken, just go into TikTok and hashtag chicken, and it will just come up with hundreds of recipes that people have done with chicken. And honestly, I've cooked some real good things on there.
Yeah. The TikTok wraps and I've done some random recipes off TikTok and they've all been banging. So
nice.
Karen, next question for you from Pam. You have such a good friendship group. I know, right? How did you all meet?
Well, most of them through Slimming World. I met Jess through Slimming World. I met my lovely good friend Sue at Slimming World. I met you at Slimming World. I met Amber at Slimming World.
Yeah.
I met loads. I'm generally a really friendly person, as Michelle is, and we can just make friends with random people. I was never one of them kids that couldn't make friends. I was always making friends. And I always remember there was this disabled girl. We went to like a Sunday school trip, and there was this disabled girl there, and nobody would play with her, right?
Oh.
And I remember playing with her, and my mother at the end, the mother of the girl, come over and thanked my mother and said how nice I was that I played with her daughter, because she said no one will ever play with her. And I was like, oh.
I had something like that in primary school as well.
I think I was only about sort of 10 or 11.
Yeah, I was in primary school and there was a girl, I remember it being one of my first days, and there was a girl there called Michelle, and she had a speech impediment. She's still one of my friends on Facebook now, we still keep in touch. And she had a speech impediment, and she taught me the alphabet in sign language. So if there was a word that I couldn't understand her saying, I could sign language, and it's one of the things that stuck with me all of my life. Look, all this space for you parking. So yes, that's what I I just find it easy to make friends. Yeah, just chat to anybody.
I find it easy to make the odd enemy, you know.
Frenemies.
I find it. As I've got older, I've lost a few friends through just like not keeping in touch and that. I've got rid of a few friends that one of them thought she could do me dirty, which I thought, thank you very much, I've had enough of you, which then caused me to lose a few other friends. But I was like, I'm very much a grudge holder. I hold a grudge. I'll do anything for anyone. Absolutely anything. I'm the type of person, you know, if you ring me up 4 o'clock in the morning, you're stuck in Cardiff, come and get you, anything like that. But do me dirty, get lost, I'll never speak to you again. No, I'm terrible, and I can hold the biggest grudge ever. But yeah, no, the friends I have got though, they're good friends, and it's as you get older, I think it's quality rather than quantity.
Absolutely. So, next up is, what is our fave starter, main and dessert, from Lucy, and what would be our perfect way to spend the day, and also what's our favourite breakfast?
My favourite starter, I think, is garlic mushrooms, like the breaded ones. My favourite meal is the best, tenderest steak and chips ever. And my favourite dessert, I'm a sucker for a bit of lemon cheesecake.
Yum. So my starter would be let me think. It would be like really crispy chicken wings. Like proper crispy chicken wings.
Yeah.
My main would be in Ohana in Orlando in the Polynesian resort, and it was like noodles and little like dumpling pot sticker things. And like all your meats come to you and they serve your meat for you, which was
like picky stuff.
Yeah, which is banging. Or Panda Express is the other one. And then dessert would be either profiteroles.
That's Warren's favourite.
Or like you, a cheesecake. I love a banging cheesecake.
Oh, I do like a good cheesecake.
Proper love a cheesecake. Breakfast combo is definitely bacon, sausage, egg, hash brown, bap. Or eggs Benedict.
If I'm being really healthy, I'd say overnight oats would be a good one.
Yeah.
But if I'm being bad, good old fried breakfast.
Oh, I love a fry up. So
what was the other one about spending the day?
Yeah, how would you spend your perfect day?
The perfect day would be to be left alone in the house, to sleep. But no, perfect day, I don't know.
Mine would be in Magic Kingdom.
In
Orlando. And I'd start off with breakfast in Starbucks with a caramel frappuccino that's the size of my head. Then I'd walk down to the castle. I'd have breakfast in Be Our Guest. Then I'd go on all my favourite rides, including Splash Mountain. And then I'd stop off at Peco Bills, which is like a Mexican for lunch.
See, it's funny how people are so different. That wouldn't interest me one bit.
Oh, yeah, I've done a lot of research. And I'd stop her for a snack of cheeseburger spring rolls on the way as well.
Oh, they sound nice.
They're banging. They're like the Marks and Sparks one, but with cheese in them. They're good.
I think because I'm so used to doing stuff for other people, my perfect day would just be on my own.
Oh.
Doing nothing.
Yeah.
Nobody going, Karen. Or as my mum goes, Karen, when she rings me, Karen.
Bless her. Right. So, next up is from Mr. Jack. Mr. Jack.
I like Mr. Jack.
Mr. Jack.
He always comments nice things.
Yeah. He's commented, done a couple of questions. So, firstly, what is your favourite weird food combination? Mine's easy. Mine is chicken and mushroom pot noodle with plain Pringles dipped in it. Oh, it's just the best.
There was somebody on TikTok he said he had a chicken and mushroom pot noodle, and he said he put a massive handful of grated cheese on top, and he went, if you haven't put cheese on your pot noodle, you haven't lived. And I was a bit like,
I'd give it though.
Is it my favourite food combination?
Weird food combination.
It's not really weird, but I really like eating in the same mouthful salted peanuts and cheese and onion crisps.
That's a good
at the
combo.
same time.
That's good.
Yeah.
No, that's good. How long have we been friends from Tina?
We
were trying to work out how long it was, weren't we, the other day?
It's got to be 10 years, isn't it?
I think it's close to 10 years, definitely.
Did I have Mackenzie?
Yeah, you got Mackenzie, and I think Dexter. I think the boys were tiny. They were like 1 or 2.
Well, it's about 10 years then.
About 10 years.
Yeah, about 10 years.
Oh. If we won big on the bingo, would we share the winnings, and what would we buy first from Tracy?
Me, absolutely, we'd share.
Yeah, I would share 100%.
I would share.
100%.
And the first thing I would buy is my GT Continental Bentley.
Mine would be something to surprise Gary, and I don't know what it would be. I'd buy tickets to like whatever the next wrestling event is and not tell him, and I'd do like the VIP, so you get to take the chair home with you and everything. Because you have to, like, where you buy the ringside, you know, the ringside seats, they go for thousands and thousands.
You can take the chair home.
And they either mail you the chair, or they either mail you the chair, or you bring the chair back home with you. So yeah, that's what I'd do. I'd do like a massive pay-per-view for Gary and like just completely surprise him. There we are. Hang on a sec. Next one is again for Mr. Jack. What's something embarrassing you've done and not told anyone? I've told everyone my embarrassing stories.
I'm trying to think, I've done that many. Don't think there's any.
I don't think so either.
There's probably one time when I've pooed myself or something like that, you know.
Next up is a question.
I can't think of any embarrassing things.
I don't think so either. I share all my embarrassing stuff.
I've got
my next question is from Michael for me. What do I do for work, if anything?
Is that Fudge Michael?
I think it's Fudge Michael.
Oh.
Just says Mike. I just put Michael down.
What's it?
What do I do for work, if anything?
Oh.
I work full time. My day job is a water quality analyst. So I work for a company that puts in new gas electric broadband and heating in new build properties. And I'm...
It's only new builds, is it?
Yeah, just new builds.
Oh.
And I'm the water quality analyst, so I deal with reports for the DWI and regulators and all that sort of stuff.
Sounds posh, doesn't it?
I know.
Sounds important.
It is really important. It's life and death, pretty much. If I screw up on my reporting, then it could be dodge. So yes, that's what I do. And I've also got my little makeup thing on the side as well. That's like my work.
Extra work.
What would be your death row meal from Jess Black?
That's what I was going to say then. Death row meal. Right, death row meal for me would be where we used to live in West Drayton. Dead opposite was a Chinese, and in that Chinese they did beef and mushrooms, right? And it was the best beef and mushrooms I have ever tasted in my life. It had like, I don't know what had in it, like a honey or something, but it was friggin' awesome. Mine would be that with maybe a side of chips, and then the biggest pavlova, the size of a car wheel,
Absolutely.
with fresh cream, raspberries, strawberries, and extra cream. That would be my death row meal.
My death row meal would probably be, I'd go down the Chinese route as well, I think. Mine would probably be, there used to be a Chinese in Folkestone that got flooded. And when it got flooded, they didn't go back to the plate. They didn't go back ever. This Chinese, but they used to do a chicken Chinese style.
Yeah.
Mouth watering thinking about it. But the gravy that it used to be in,
There was something about it.
there was something magical about it. So I'd have that with special
Yeah.
fried rice. I'd have a bag of prawn crackers with it, because I wouldn't just have one or two. I'd have a whole bag.
Yeah.
And my dessert would probably be Junior's cheesecake from New York.
Ooh, sounds nice.
It's like
even.
tuna cheesecake like this big.
Oh, big, thick.
Yeah,
Nice.
baked cheesecake. Yeah, that would be my
Nice.
death row meal. And what else have we got? Would we go on holiday together, and where would we go?
Definitely.
Yeah, 100%.
I reckon we could go to Disney, because you could then show me around everywhere.
Oh, don't that
But
make me emosh.
I'd have to be able to walk. Well,
No, you can take a scooter. You have a
We
scooter.
should do that. What should we do that as a milestone at Target?
Yeah, when we hit Target, we'll go Disney.
Should we?
Oh my god, we could even do Paris.
Not
We could-
Paris one, no. Proper Disney.
Florida. Yeah, take
we?
kids.
Oh, bugger them.
I'll show you the sights of
I know
Disney.
it's a long way, but you know me, I don't mind travelling. We could go for so could you go for a week?
Yeah, just do Disney in a week. I wouldn't do Universal,
No.
but Disney you could do in a week.
Yeah, I'm up for that.
Yes.
Let's start saving.
Start saving Dolly. Right. Did you hear about the weight loss injections, and what do we think of them? And that's from somebody without a name on it.
I did hear about weight loss injections, and 110% I'd do them.
I haven't learned enough about them to understand.
I'm on weight
them.
management waiting list, which apparently can be up to 5 years, and I'm just over a year on it. No dicky bird, but if they offer me weight loss injections, I'm game.
Yeah, if I knew more about
They're
them,
only a tool. They won't make you lose weight. They'll
No.
just help you as a tool, you know.
Yeah. We've already answered this one for Sean. Sean's asked what's our favourite gadget. We've already talked about that anyway. Karen, with the lads in the family, did you ever want a daughter?
Yeah, I did.
Did you?
And I was absolutely devastated when Jackson was a boy, because I even bought a little pink dress. Went for my scan. I was determined it was a girl. Went for my scan. She must have thought I was a fruitcake, because I went for the scan and she said, "Oh, do you want to know what it is?" And I was like, "Oh, yeah." Thinking, that's a girl. And she went, "Oh, it's a little boy." I was like, "You're joking me." And she was like, "Oh." I was like, "Oh, I didn't want to be. I wanted a girl." She probably thought, "You silly cow." But yeah, no, I would have loved one of them to be a girl. And if any of them were going to be a girl, I reckon it'd be Jackson, because he's got really long eyelashes and he acts like a frigging girl.
He's
the way
beautiful, isn't he?
behaves. Yeah, he's got a pretty face.
Yeah, he has got pretty.
But yeah, I definitely 100% wished one of them had been a girl.
Oh, and one for me from Leanne. Michelle, what is your favourite perfume? So my ultimate favourite perfume is DKNY Be Delicious Red Apple. I love green apple as well. Like, I love fresh fruity fragrances in my one. But the one that I've been wearing loads is the pharmacy one that I've just got, which is the Vibrant Aura one. And I've had loads of people commenting on it saying, "God, you smell nice today." And I'm like, "That's my new perfume." So yeah, I love fresh fruity perfumes.
Right.
Karen from Bromwen, do you miss going to work?
Absolutely friggin' not. I miss the girls, because my work colleagues were more than colleagues. We had such a laugh. They were so caring. They were so nice. I keep in touch with them now, every single one of them. And one of them who retired, my friend Sharon, she is like one. We don't see each other very often, but we keep in touch and we meet up for a meal every couple of weeks or couple of months. And she's lovely, and I keep in contact with them. So work-wise, I miss that.
Yeah.
But I do not miss work. I do not miss the horrible customers. I do not miss the hassle. I do not miss the stairs I had to go up to get to work.
Yeah.
I miss the money.
Yeah.
because I dropped obviously a hell of a wage when I gave up work, but I've got used to it now.
Yeah.
But yeah,
You just
no,
make me...
I don't miss. And if my mother, obviously passes away, all that, I'm not going to think, oh, I can go to work now.
No.
I wouldn't go back to work then. I would just have more free time to do other stuff. But no, in a nutshell, no, I don't miss work. And you know what I think now? How the hell did I fit a full-time job in with everything I do now?
Yeah, exactly.
I would have been having a nervous breakdown.
Yes. So on to time. From Michael. Can you remember why you started a YouTube channel? Because it must take up a lot of time.
It does take up a lot of time, and people watch your video and they think, right, it's 5:30, let's watch a bit of Kazza. And I know some of you love it, I know some of you hate it, and I know some of you watch it just to hate on me, but there we are. But it does take time. People don't realise, because you video yourself and you've got to edit it. You've got to pay for your apps to edit, unless you use ones with, I don't like with watermarks in them, and I like to pay, so I pay for that. I pay for the thing that does thumbnails and that. You pay for all the equipment, so it's expensive.
Yeah.
But I love doing it. What was the question again? I've gone off track.
Can you remember why you started?
Oh, that's why I started. Yeah. So I love doing it, but the reason I did start was, I think my eldest son was going to me, why don't you start a YouTube channel? And I was like, no chance. He was like, start a YouTube channel, I'll set it up for you. So I was like, oh, shall I? And he was like, yeah, do it. And I remember practicing my very first video. If I can find my very first practice, I'll put it in at the end of the clip, so just check out the end in case it's there. But it was hysterical. It was me going, hi, welcome to my YouTube channel. Then Warren looked at me and made me laugh, and it was hilarious. But it was Mackenzie, my eldest. He was the one that said, come on, do a YouTube channel.
Oh, talking to Mackenzie, he's trying to ring you.
Oh, I know. It'll be after food, he will.
Oh.
That's what it'll be. Or it'll be after a gift card. I'm not answering it. My son's trying to ring me. I'll ring him back. But yeah, it was him. He was the reason I started it.
Right, so next up is, not sure who it's from, but it says, do you worry about your boy's future?
Not really. Jackson's got a very good head on him. He's very good at everything. He's in the top set of everything. So I know he's going to be all right. Dexter is very lazy in school, but he is very good with his hands. He's going to be somebody like a carpenter or something like that. Yeah. He's going to make something of himself, and he's very ambitious. Like, says things like, oh, I'm going to have my own business and that. And Mackenzie, I worry about Mackenzie because, and I wish I'd dragged him out of the school he was in. It was a horrible school. I was put off the school that the boys are in now, so I never put them in there. And then when I dragged them out of the other school and put them into this one, it's the best school that I wish I'd put them in there from the start. And I think it set Mackenzie off, because like Mackenzie was further along. I kept him in the school he was in. Yeah. And I wish I hadn't. And now he's like dropped out of sixth form, and he's working in the Chinese up the road. But we're going to try and get him into college to do a course. I think he wants to retake a few GCSEs.
That's good. I
worry about him. I think he thinks that life owes him a favour. He's one of them teenagers, and we've just got to give him a shake up. And
boys will be boys.
Like, I'll go on at him and go on at Warren, and Warren's like, oh, give him a break, we'll sort something out. And I'm just like, yeah, I do worry about their future, and I worry about the way the world is with things that go on, and the world's not a very nice place. But yeah, so yeah, I do worry about their futures, but what will be will be.
That it will. So apart from your knee operation, what else would you like to do when you reach your goal?
Go on a ride, not have to worry about the weight limit. Go on a plane, not have an extension belt. Yeah. Silly little things. And I'd like to go to a cafe and not have to look through the window and think, oh, what's the seats like in there? Yeah. That is, and especially at my biggest, that is one of my main bugbears. And if I'm invited out anywhere, I'll always be like, oh, what's the seating like? Like Mackenzie wants to go to Wagamama's in Bridgend, and I'm like, I'm not going because you've got to sit on benches.
Yeah.
And it's like, I can't get on them. Or if you go to a pub and they've got a high stool, it's like, I can't get on that. There's loads. People don't realise when you're very big, all these little things that are obstacles, like seating. And if I see, like, you see that chair over there's a woman opposite, she's got a sun lounger. It's one of them fold-up ones. I would never sit on that. I'd be too terrified it would fold up on me. Or the garden, you know, the white garden chairs, wouldn't sit on one of them in case it broke.
I broke a...
Because I was sitting on one of them, right? Went round to my friend's house years ago, must be 10 years ago. And she didn't have enough seating for us all to sit on. So she had the green plastic chairs, which are like the white ones.
Yeah.
And I was sitting on it. And then I didn't realise at the time, but ever so slowly, the legs were splaying out.
Oh,
but
no.
really mega slowly. So we were eating our meal. And then the girl next to me spoke to me. And I went like that. And I was like that. I'd gone right down.
Oh, God.
And I grabbed the table. And I got off it just before the legs went.
Oh, God.
And I was like, I'm not sitting on them again. But no, silly. There's lots of things if I lose weight. And like, even a car choice. Like my mother had a Kia Picanto when I was at my biggest, and she insured me to drive on it. I couldn't fit in it. She went, oh, you can drive. And I was like, I can't get in. I physically couldn't get my bulk inside the car.
Yeah.
And then when I lost that weight with Slimming World, I went out and bought one.
Yeah.
I had a Kia Picanto, 14 reg it was.
Yeah.
And it was fine. But there's loads. When you're a bigger person, there's loads.
It's like, I mean, like, my thing is, I'd like to go on roller coasters in the UK and not have to do the walk of shame.
Have you ever been chucked off one?
Oh, yeah. A couple of times. Oakwood, I have.
Sorry, love, you're too heavy.
Yeah. And then I tried the test seat in Thorpe Park, and I was like, that's not happening. And I was like, and me and Gary drove all the way down there, and there's one ride, which is called the Swarm, and it opened on my birthday a few years back, and I was like, I really want to go, and even now I still really want to go on it.
Yeah.
But when I tried the test seat, it weren't going anywhere near, and I was like, I'm not even risking it.
Yeah.
So that's going to be a big thing for me, is not doing the walk of shame on the rides, and especially if I'm doing California potentially.
Yeah, but in America, people are bigger. Don't they make them bigger?
Not in Universal. Disney, like even now, you wouldn't have any problem going on any ride in Disney.
But Universal, you would.
Universal, you would, because Universal they're much more restrictive. So when I did the Harry Potter ride, one of the Harry Potter rides in Universal last time we were there,
yeah,
I bruised all my stomach because I pulled the bar down so tight it caught my stomach and bruised my stomach.
We went on a toboggan ride, me and Warren. Oh my God. Bar didn't come down enough, and I don't know how they set the ride off, but I remember Warren hanging on to me for life.
Did he?
Life or death, and we were going like, boo, boo, around the edges, and the bar wouldn't come down.
Do you love roller coasters?
And I was just like, oh, no, I shit myself on them. But we were on this thing. And then another ride, it was Thorpe Park, and I was like, I'm never going on a ride again. It's hilarious now, and if anybody had filmed it, it could have been on Jeremy Beadle, right? Remember Jeremy Beadle?
Yeah.
Got in this dinghy, and you go down like this on a slide.
Yeah.
Then you come to the bottom, and you slowly stop, and they take the dinghy off you, and off you got. Well, we down with me and Warren going this one dinghy, right? I had a rucksack on my back, so I was big. He was quite small then, and we were going down. Well, we started picking up speed, didn't we? Because there was so much weight in this fucking dinghy. And we started overtaking everyone, all but jumping off the humps. And the woman at the bottom then was waiting for the dinghy, so she put her arms out to grab it. And we went straight past, smashed into all the dinghies at the end. They all fell down on top of us.
Oh,
There's
God.
me on my back going, help, Warren. Everyone's pissing themselves off. I'm like, I'm never going there again.
No.
It was hilarious now, but at the time I was like, well, there was so much weight in this dinghy, we just took off.
Yeah.
And I was like, I'm not doing rides again.
No, I love roller coasters.
No, I'm scared of them. I don't like that feeling you get when your stomach stops. Your stomach stops?
Stomach stops?
Your stomach drops.
Nah, I love them. And I don't know, Oh, I just love a coaster.
Would you go on ones that are like just a sheer drop and that? Oh, see, I can't do it.
Yeah. I'd go on, I've been on Oblivion.
I went on a waltzer and my mother had to stop it
I
because I
love the
screamed
waltzers.
so much.
Waltzers are my favourite ride. Out of anything in a fun fair, waltzer is the one.
Bumper cars I like.
Bum cars are, yeah.
But, oh,
and
no.
my first ever ride I went on, I can still remember now, with my dad, was at the Rotunda down in Folkestone, and it was the thing that looks like you're gonna crash into a barrier. So there's three cars on like one thing, and you go round, and it's basically like a zigzag, and you zigzag round, and you whiz past other cars and like that. But yeah, that was my first ever thing that I went on with my dad, and that was like a baptism of fire, because I love a roller coaster.
Yeah.
So and I'd love to go and do Six Flags and all that sort of stuff in America, like all the big rides out there. But that's
if we do it when we go, I'll have to wait for you at the bottom.
You can be bag lady.
I'll
It's
be
fine.
bag lady.
That's fine. You can grab the snacks and the bags.
I'll definitely grab the snacks.
Yeah.
Any more questions?
No, that's all of them.
And that is it.
That's us.
And that is it. We probably haven't answered every single one, I'm afraid, but the video would just be so long. It would be boring. Some of you probably think it's boring anyway, but you know, it's getting dark now. Sun, there's no light in here.
It's because we're just at the wrong angle.
Sorry about the lighting, guys. You'll be pleased to know the baguette's left the car. It's not in there anymore.
I'm safe for another week.
You are. Yeah. Right, we're going to go now, and you will see Michelle again very soon.
At some point.
She's not here for weigh-in this week, but she will be the following week.
Yeah, I'm in Folkestone.
So thanks for listening to our answers, and thanks for providing the questions, and we will do another Q&A in a few months' time or something.
Oh, that'd be nice.
So yeah,
I quite enjoyed that. That was nice, just having like a little bit of a catch-up, innit?
yeah.
Great
Enjoyed it.
questions.
So if you're not subscribed to my channel, please do so. It's free. A lot of people think when you say subscribe, it's like, well, I'm not paying.
No.
But no, I don't do subscriptions on my channel, and I have no intention of anytime soon. So any subscribing you do is totally free. It does help with the channel. It bumps it up. It makes it more viewable for other people, so we can get new subscribers.
Make new
Stuff
friends.
like that. Make new friends, yeah, or enemies. Oh. Right. It's a goodbye from me.
Goodbye from me.
And we'll see you again soon. Bye.